Do you ever feel confused about when to use the verbs do, go, and play? Is it I go swimming or I do swimming? These little mistakes can make a big difference in sounding natural when speaking English. In this video, I'll teach you exactly when to use each verb, I'll give you some real-life examples, and then test your knowledge with a fun quiz. Ready to learn? Let's go! Let's start with the verb do. We use do for activities that don't include a specific ball, team, or set of equipment. These are often exercises or activities that you do by yourself. For example, I do yoga. She does aerobics. They do karate. These activities don't involve a ball or a team of people or any kind of equipment. Usually they're done alone, or if it's something like karate or aerobics, there might be other people there, but you are actually responsible for doing the exercise yourself. You're not working with a team of people. Here's a tip for how to remember when to use do. If it feels like exercise, but it doesn't involve using a ball, then do is probably correct. Now let's talk about when to use go. We use go for activities that end in ing. These are usually activities where you have to travel somewhere in order to do them. For example, I go swimming. We go hiking. She goes dancing. You can see that all of these activities end in ing, and they are activities where we need to travel to go somewhere, either to the swimming pool or the countryside to go hiking or a dance studio to go dancing. A tip for how to remember when to use go: if the activity ends in ing and we usually need to travel or it involves some movement in order to get there, then go is probably correct. Finally, when to use play. We use play for sports, games, and activities that involve a ball, some kind of equipment, a team, and usually a competitive element. For example, she plays football, I play chess, he plays badminton. These activities are either sports that involve a ball or a team of people, or in the case of chess, a game that has a competitive element. We also use play when talking about instruments. I play the guitar, she plays the piano. We play the violin. So you should think of sports, games, and musical instruments when using the word play. Now let's do a quick quiz to see how much you remember. I will say the name of an activity, a game, or sport, and you need to say if it's do, go, or play. Try to respond as quickly as possible. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, and then I'll tell you the answer. Are you ready? Let's go. Hiking. I go hiking. This is an activity ending in ing, and we usually have to travel in order to do that activity. I go hiking. Yoga. I do yoga. Yoga is an activity that we do alone. It doesn't involve a team or a ball or any sports equipment. I do yoga. Tennis. I play tennis. Tennis involves a ball, it has a competitive element, it's a sport that we play with other people. I play tennis. Swimming. I go swimming. Swimming is an activity that ends in ing, and we usually have to travel in order to get there. I go swimming. Kung fu. I do kung fu. This is an activity that you do with other people, but not in a team. You are acting alone. There's no ball, there's no equipment. It doesn't have ing, so I do kung fu. Piano. I play piano. Piano is a musical instrument, so for that we always use play. I play piano. Golf. I play golf. Golf includes sports equipment, there's a ball, and it's also a competition. So I play golf. Pilates. I do Pilates. This again is something that we do by ourselves. It's not competitive, there's no sporting equipment, it doesn't end in ing, so I do Pilates. Well done if you got all of those correct. If not, feel free to go back in the video and review the rules one more time so that you can really make sure you remember them. Now let's end with some practical tips for how to actually learn and remember these rules. Tip number 1 is to write sentences about the sports and activities that you do, go to, or play in your daily life. Write them down and review them. For example, do you play football? Do you play the violin? Do you go running or swimming? Write down some sentences of all the activities you can think of using do, go, and play. Remember, if you make examples specific to you, then you're more likely to remember them. Tip number 2 is to listen to native speakers or watch TV and films in English and try to listen out for when the speakers use do, go, and play. Write down the examples with the ones that you already wrote before and add to your list. Tip number 3 is to use flashcards or a language learning app like Memrise to review and practice these rules. For example, you might write football on one side of the card and on the other side you write play. So you can practice looking at the word on one side, decide if it's do, go, or play, turn over the card and test yourself like that. So let's end with a fun challenge. I'd like you to leave me a comment down below and tell me what sports and activities you do, go, and play. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and if you have any questions, drop them down below and I'd be happy to help. Now, if you're looking for ways that you can actually remember rules like this about the English language and generally improve your English much more quickly, then I have the secret to better English, which I will reveal in this video right here.